Oh. Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Triple P, TRIPPLE dot P, and I am your astrology pimp, your astrology prophet, and your astrology priest. And today's 7 Seals Astrology Prophetics video topic will be: should you reward a woman? So this topic is going to be somewhat controversial because in the game there are some individuals would say that you should never reward a woman and so forth and so on. Some individuals will say that you are the reward. So again, I'm going to speak a little bit from a neutral perspective, but however, I'm going to put my input in as well. So again, what is a reward? A reward is considered something that someone receives when some type of positive or some type of appreciated behavior is displayed. So if someone does something nice for you continuously, or someone behaves in a certain way, should they get a reward? Do should they get something for just being the way that they normally should? So let's use, for example, a job. Some individuals will say that you are being rewarded by a job by getting a salary. That is one aspect of it. You could see it that way. However, you could look at it from another way, is that the job is rewarding you by allowing you to keep the job. And the salary is just somewhat a benefit or a side effect or a perk of having a job. But without the job itself, you will not get a salary. So from that perspective, you could look at it like that way as well, as being the reward itself. So what I'm saying is that you are the reward just by being in the woman's life, and everything that comes along with you being in her life is somewhat of a side effect or the residuals of just being with you. So for example, again, just like a job, you do whatever you have to show up. You have to show up to work on time. You have to not miss a certain amount of time. Those things are required from you. So you should not necessarily get anything special for having to do your job. That is what you signed up for. That is what you signed up on the application for. That you want to clean the floor, you want to do whatever it may be, you want to be an accountant, whatever you sign up for, that is part of the deal. You should not get anything special per se for doing what you signed up for. However, there are some cases where there are incentives given to those individuals who may not have missed X amount of time and X amount of days. Or in some cases, I remember way back in the day, I had a warehouse job, and the job, because the job is a very huge safety hazard position, what the company did was they gave rewards, or if I may say, they gave incentives to all the employees in the warehouse if there was a minimum amount of injuries. So for example, when the quarterly report came out and the company did not have to pay so much money, or it did not cost them that much money in insurance for individuals being injured, the company would give the individuals incentives. They wanted to motivate us by giving us a small stipend, if I may say, some type of reward to continuously keep us motivated to not get injured on the job, because it was more beneficial to them and it was beneficial to us, for us to be healthy and for us to be safe, because again, nobody really wants to be injured. And the job is such a high hazardous job. I'm talking about a warehouse job where forklifts driving around, and it's just really, really hectic, and anything was capable of happening if you did not have your eyes open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So again, this was not just a small warehouse, this was on a distribution level, a distribution center level. I'm talking about a major corporation. I don't want to say the name, but anyhow, so this was not a small uh, company. I'm talking about this was major. I'm talking about maybe the size of 2 or 3 football fields, maybe the least. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. That is maybe a minimum size, I would say, size that this company was. But again, they gave us incentives to not get injured. So we can consider that a reward. And so, but when you look at it from, say society, we have something what we call in psychology, they call reward and punishment. So again, so reward and punishment, if somebody does something, again, a job does not necessarily have to give you anything, but if you do really good on a job, they may reward you with a raise. If you continue to do really good on a job, they may reward you with a promotion. But does these things apply in a relationship? Does this reward and punishment system apply in a relationship? And from the game perspective, I would say yes. Just like how you have a dog, I'm not saying that the bitches are dogs. However, I am saying that that's kind of conundrum, no pun intended, but however, that is somewhat ironic that I would use the word bitches and dog in the same sentence. And that is what they call female dogs, bitches. But I'm not advocating that women are bitches or dogs, if I may say. I am advocating that some women are bitches, but I'm not saying that they are dogs. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. Just like a dog, if you had a dog and that dog was not trained, would you reward the dog for tearing up your pillows? Would you reward the dog for chewing up all your shoes? Would you reward the dog for pooping in your house? No, you would not. In most cases, you would not. You would punish the dog in some type of way. You would withhold some type of reward from the dog. And when the dog does behave in a good way, you give the dog some type of reward. That is how animals are trained. And unfortunately, that is how humans are trained as well. People want rewards, but they are afraid of punishments. And that is why, again, from the game perspective, you are the prize, you are the reward itself. And the punishment that the female will get by not cooperating, if I may use the word cooperation, if the female wants to behave like a disrespectful, disgruntled employee, then the same way you would lose your job is the same way the female will lose you as well. And so therefore, by losing you, she will lose all of the perks that come along with being in your life. Just like a job, when you get a job, some jobs have great insurance, some jobs have 401k, some jobs have all type of benefits such as daycare and all type of small other benefits that some companies may not offer. So the same thing applies when a woman gets involved in your life and you make her life better in one shape or form or another. You are not necessarily rewarding her for her behavior. She is just benefiting from being with you, from getting a few gifts here and there, whatever the case may be, dates, dinner, whatever you do for the woman, those things are not necessarily rewards per se. Those things just come along with the program from being with you, and you are cooperative, you are feminine, you are supportive, you are kind, giving, loving, all of these things that men look for. Then men tend to not naturally want to break bread, if I may say, or bestow more financial blessings on women. Some women wonder why men do not want to spend on them. It's because you are a bitch. You do not want to give the man any support, any emotional, psychological support. You just want to take. And that is why I'm creating this video, because when a man says that the woman reward is just because he is in her life, that is her reward. That may sound fucked up when a man says it. When I say it, it sounds not so great, but that is what women do all day and every day. Take that back. Not every woman, most women think that you should be honored to have them in your life. They think that you should be flabbergasted that they are sleeping with you. Most women will tell you that just to be with them will cost you. That is how women think. You see how fucked up it sounds when I say that the woman should just be happy because I'm in her life. It sounds fucked up when I say it, but women think this way all day, every day. Most women believe that men should be lucky to have them in their goddamn lives when they absolutely do nothing for that goddamn man. You could actually have a bitch that look like a goddamn boat sail, and that bitch will actually think that you should be fucking grateful that she is in your life. You could goddamn have a bitch that look like a goddamn coconut tree. You understand me? And that bitch will think that she's the prize and you should goddamn worship the date that she goddamn walks on. You understand me? You could find a bitch that look like a goddamn fucking cellular tower, and that bitch will tell you that without her, you are goddamn nothing. That is the attitude that women have. That is why I keep continuously telling you guys, you need to develop the attitude of a woman. Because once you understand how women see you, then you could actually treat women the same way they treat you and give them a taste of their own medicine. And that is what they love. That is why they treat men so poorly, because they believe that the men they treat poorly deserve to be treated that way. And so therefore, when the script is flipped and you treat them the same way that they treat you, then they lose their goddamn minds. You could goddamn have a bitch goddamn look like a fucking jet ski. You understand me? And that bitch will tell you, if you leave me today, you would never get anything better than goddamn me, because the bitch feels entitled. The bitch feels that you are nothing without her. That is what the bitch believes. The bitch believes literally you are honored to take her on a goddamn date. She should be honored to take her to the goddamn movies. You should be honored to buy the bitch a goddamn gift. That is how bitches think. And that is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys need to see yourself as the goddamn prize as well. So bitches need to recognize and understand that because you are in their lives, you are making their lives much better, much easier, more than they are doing for you. They are not doing what you are doing for them equally. You are spending more money on them. You are treating them better. You are fucking them better. You are doing more than they are doing for you. How the fuck that they could be the prize? How the fuck that when you go on the job, like I said, that you are the prize and it is the job, it is the employee that gave you the goddamn job. That is what I'm saying. You guys need to understand and think of yourself as an employee. Sorry, as an employer giving someone a goddamn job. And only then, when you think of a woman in that aspect, that she should be honored to be a part of your team, when you treat her that way, when she realizes the consequences of losing you, then she will act accordingly. Again, just like a job, nobody wants to come to work late every day, not because they don't want to come to work late every day. They wish they could come to work anytime, but nobody wants to lose their job. That is why all dating coach, all players, all marks, all P's tell you, build your value, build your self-worth, build your self-esteem to the point where you are so valuable that the woman understands that if she loses you, she's going to lose a part of her life as well. That is why you would see some guys, again, who are in the game, who actually have built so much SMV for themselves that women are willing to share them. That is not by coincidence. That is evolutionary. Some bitches would rather share a top-notch man than actually how. Some bitches would rather share a top-notch, share one man with 60 fucking women versus have one goddamn low-grade man that nobody wants. That is how fucked up it is. But at the same time, that is the way women think, but they still think that they are the prize. If you are the prize, you should be the one doing most of the work. If you are the prize, you should be the one supporting me. If you are the prize, you should be the one bringing things to my life and making my life better and much easier as well. So again, should you reward a woman for doing certain things. I am not saying that you should not treat a woman a particular way, to buy things for at certain times. Again, just like the job, if you do certain things on the job exceedingly well, you get a raise, you get some type of reward, you get a promotion, you get some type of gift card, you get something out of the deal, but you should not give a bitch or reward a bitch just for reward's sake, because nobody likes anything free. I will give you an example. Sometime back, what I decided to do, I am an astrologer and many things. However, I decided to offer a free service. And I noticed that when I had the price so high, I said to myself, maybe I should lower the price because I wanted more individuals to actually come and use the service. So I lowered the price, and then actually I decided to give some type of free a sample reading, if I may say. And I noticed there was a huge difference in the quality of clients that I had clients that came of every caliber, of every financial status per se. There's actually one or two clients that actually have paid me money, and I'm still waiting to give them their reading. It's almost like they paid me a retainer, and that is the difference between people with money and people with no money. But again, the difference of the quality of the clients that I had was like night and day, because the individuals who wanted the free readings, they was not dedicated to showing up on time. They was always late. They didn't really respect what I was giving them. They did not see the value in what I was showing them. So at the same time, it was only then when I decided to change the game up and put stipulations, and I said, hey, if you come late for a meeting X amount of time, within X amount of hours, then there's one strike, and then we count that as a no-show, and then you lose your deposit. And then I started to ask for deposits and things of that sort from giving away free readings. And it was because of these free readings that I was giving away is what taught me that free is always not better. That is why if you give something to someone freely all of the time, they would not value it, and they would think of it as being somewhat just easy come, easy go. They don't tend to value things that were given freely. So if you have to work for something, just like getting a college degree, it is a reason why it's only a certain select few that has a particular degree. If getting a degree was easy, everyone would be doing it. So if you go to work again, should you get a reward for showing up on time? No. Should you get a reward for doing the duty that you signed up for? No. Should you get a reward if you are a citizen and you do not commit a crime? No. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Women think that if you are in their lives, that they should be rewarded just because they are a part of your life. So the reward, again, the reward of not going to jail is not a reward. It's just a part of being a good citizen. If you commit a crime, you will go to jail. If you do not commit a crime, you do not go to jail. And they also have a different level of reward system. So for example, if you have a reward system, so based on the crime level that you commit, if you commit a particular crime, the more severe the crime, then the more punishment the punishment will be. If you commit a small crime, then the least the punishment will be. So there is some type of balance in reference to a reward system, heavily rewarding someone for good behavior, and there's also a balance between taking away a reward and punishing someone based on bad behavior. But however, should a woman be rewarded for being a part of your life? No. Only if the female is exceptional to a certain degree, then I would say that you have vetted the woman for a particular time, then the woman should, I guess, would say, has earned the rewards that come along with being with you, but she should not just be rewarded for being with you. That is what women think. Women think that because they are a part of you, you should actually have to do all of the work. You should be the one spending all of the money. You should be the one paying for all of the dates. Women think that they are entitled in most cases, and they in most cases believe that you are the one gaining from being with them, and vice versa. But again, when it comes from a man, when you hear someone like me say it, it does not sound correct. It sounds kind of fucked up to say that a woman should just be grateful that you are in her life. And a woman should be grateful if you are in her life, if you actually are a high value man and you actually bring some sort of value, some sort of making her life better. She should view you as the prize. So again, back to being the prize. Women will say that they are the prize, but again, if you are the prize, you should be the one actually doing most of the work. If you are the prize, why do women date up and not down? Women tend to date men that they perceive have a much higher SMV than them. And again, for those who are just coming new to the channel, SMV simply means sexual market value. So women in most cases do not date men that they feel are on equal footing as them, or even maybe if you may be on equal footing, if they believe that you have the potential to rise much further than them in life, then they will still give you a chance. But if you are too low beneath them on a lower scale in any area, pretty much in most areas, they would actually reject you. And again, please go ahead and check out some of those videos, those gold digger pranks. I keep using those videos as references because that is reality. Women will reject you based on if they feel that you do not bring any value to their lives, because they think that they only should deal with a man that brings a certain value to their lives. That is why when they walk away, when they see the guy and they look at the guy at first glance, they might not think that he has money, and then when they see the car, they turn around and they come back running because now they feel like the guy actually could reward them. The guy has the finances to reward them with gifts and so forth and so forth. And if you listen to some of the women automatically assume that, hey, you have this nice car, so take me shopping. You have a nice car, so you can afford to fix my hair on a weekly or monthly basis. That is the attitude these women have from birth, pretty much. And I don't know, again, I'm not saying that it's all women, but that is the case. So again, if a man comes along with that attitude saying, what do you bring to the table? You know, you are beneath me. It does not sound becoming of a man to say such things, but women say these things all day. This is from those statement is from the Bible that they read, that they are above men. And the reason they feel that they are above men, because men have put them above themselves. Men have done this to women. Women follow men. And the reason women do what they do and behave the way they behave, because men chase women. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The one who is doing the chasing is not the one who is valued as the prize. The one being chased is the prize, and that is why women believe they should be rewarded because they are the prize. It is like kind of example, for example, you may have a jockey and then you have a pedigree horse, a horse that wins a race, and this horse, you know, is a very known thoroughbred horse in the Kentucky Derby, and you have a well-known rider as well. Which one is more valuable? Is it the jockey or is it the horse? It's the horse. The horse, because the jockey could be replaced any goddamn day. You could find thousands of guys that has that structure who could learn to become jockeys of that caliber, but you cannot find that horse every day. That horse came from a lineage of pedigree horses. If you look at that horse background, where it came from, those horses usually came from a line, a lineage of winners. So the horse itself is very difficult to replace. There are horses that cost millions of dollars. Does the horse why does the horse cost more than the jockey? The jockey makes a few dollars, but the jockey is not valued as much of the horse. Some individuals have horses where actually they would take the horse and have its sperm kept in some process where they could keep the genetics line of the horse to breed the horse, even if the horse dies. No one gives a fuck about the goddamn jockey. No one is trying to breed the jockey. No one is trying to keep the genetic genes of the jockey and say, oh, you are so rare, you are so special that, you know, we can't find you anywhere, so we're gonna try to clone you or some shit. No, they try to clone the goddamn horse. The horse, the pedigree, thoroughbred is the most valuable thing. So the horse is the prize. And so therefore in the relationship, the men or the horses, the women or the goddamn jockeys who ride the motherfucking horses. Think about it. Women ride men. You understand me? Men do not ride women. So the pedigree, the thoroughbred is the man. The most valuable asset in the relationship in 99.9% of the cases is a man. When I look, for example, where I'm located right now in this atmosphere, in this environment, there are constantly many yachts. I mean, multiple yachts passing by the hour. I'm talking about super yachts coming by the hour. If you look at who owns those yachts, 99.9% of those owners are men. The buildings behind me, the resources, the resorts, and the condos, and all of the buildings behind me, 99% of those things are owned by men. Men bring most of the things to the table in general. Men have most of the assets in general. Who the fuck should be rewarded? The man. The man should be treated as the prize. The man should be the one getting gifts, getting loyalty, getting submissiveness, getting commitment, getting all of these things, because the man is the one making your life goddamn better. Just like the horse, again, the horse is the prize, not the jockey. The women are the goddamn jockeys. They ride the man until the man goddamn cannot be ridden any goddamn longer. So again, should a woman be rewarded for whatever, for just being there? No. However, if the woman just adds some type of value to your life, tangible value. I'm not just talking about eye candy value. I'm not just talking about sex value. How is this woman helping you to progress in your academics? How is this woman helping you to progress in your business? How is this woman helping you to progress emotionally, psychologically, financially? How is this woman helping you to become more of a bigger, better, and stronger man? That is what I'm talking about. How is this woman adding to you becoming richer? How is this woman adding to your life, adding another year to your life? In most cases, the man is the one doing all of these things. And again, I am not saying all women do not bring anything to the table, but however, I'm saying most women do not. So again, should a woman just get something for being in your life? No. A woman should actually, just like anybody else, again with the reward system, should earn whatever she gets, because that is the way she sees you. She is saying that you have to earn her. So why the fuck, if she says I have to earn her, why the fuck I cannot say she have to earn me? Why the fuck, if she could say I have to earn sex, I have to do a certain thing, I have to be a certain way, I have to look a certain way, I have to be a certain night, I have to have a certain amount of money, I have to have a certain dick, I have to have all this shit just to keep a bitch. Why the fuck, if a bitch can put all the stipulations on me, why the fuck I cannot say the same thing about a bitch? That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You need to see women from the exact same eyes and lens that they see you in. So when you see women the same way, then you will actually be able to pick, choose, and refuse, and reject the women that just come along for the ride like the goddamn jockeys, just hitting you and they just meet. Because most individuals might not be aware, jockeys have to have a certain height, they have to have, in certain case, a certain weight, a certain frame, and so forth and so forth. You cannot be a 300-pound goddamn jockey. You cannot be a 6-foot goddamn 3 jockey. You have to have a certain stature to be a jockey. But there are many men that actually has the stature of jockeys. So jockeys can be found almost any and everywhere. But again, that lineage, that bloodline, that thoroughbred horse can only be found fucking infrequently. That is what I'm trying to tell you. If you are a guy and you have your shit together, you have your fucking looks right, you have your goddamn money right, you have your body right, you have your mentality right, you have your spirituality right, you have everything right, your comforts right, your masculinity right, you have all of this shit right, you are the goddamn thoroughbred motherfucking horse. You understand me? If you have all of that shit, why the fuck you gonna pick up some goddamn jockey from any goddamn well that you could goddamn find in Walmart to ride fucking you? What the fuck? Where they do that? Like they say, every fucking well, bitches believe this. Bitches believe that they could goddamn just come along and get the fucking thoroughbred horse when they can't even goddamn ride. Bitches never even seen a goddamn thoroughbred horse, but a bitch believe she fucking should get a goddamn thoroughbred horse. You could have a goddamn bitch shaped like a goddamn boulder. You understand me? A bitch shaped like a goddamn fence. You understand me? A bitch shaped like a goddamn fucking fireplace. And a bitch fucking believe that she deserve a goddamn thoroughbred fucking horse. All bitches, sorry, most bitches believe this. So does that not sound fucked up or ludicrous? Does that sound like we are dealing with fucking people who are not delusional? Bitches are delusional. In fact, go ahead and watch my video titled Bitches Are Delusional. That video also is gonna go into some greater detail to tell you guys how women actually think and why they are delusional as well. Again, not all women, but most women, because I don't want some of the women to say, oh, he's generalizing the whole population of women. No, I'm talking about the majority of bitches think this way. That is what I'm trying to tell you. You could have a goddamn bitch look like a goddamn house gate. You understand me? A bitch look like a goddamn fucking rug. And a bitch goddamn fucking will tell you, you have to bring something to the goddamn table. And if you do not bring the fucking certain amount of requirements, the bitch will look at you like, fuck you, nigga. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So, should the bitch get anything? Back to the topic. Should the bitch just get something for being in your life? Should the bitch be rewarded? Hell fucking no. The bitch should not get anything that she does not deserve, because if you give anyone, once again, if you give anyone something, too much of a good thing, too freely and too easily, they will take advantage of it. They're just like your job. If your job lets you come to work late one day and they say, it's okay, I understand, you have to take your kids to school, they will let it slide. If you do it again, then they say, okay, I understand, you had to do something for your mother. They will let it slide. If they let it slide, okay, I understand, you have to do, and if they do that over and over and over and over and over again, it's going to be a period of time that you're not going to respect the job, and you're going to start missing more, you're going to miss work, you're going to start to become lackadaisical in other areas. You're going to fucking start to, not do your chore as fucking your duties as responsible as you should. And the same thing is going to apply to your relationship as well, because if you have the bitch in your life and you just give, and you don't make the bitch put any effort and any work, she's going to treat you the same way. Over a period of time, she's going to start to lose respect for you. She's going to start to lose appreciation for you. She's going to start to feel entitled for everything that you do. And when you start to reward the bitch, that is why in the game, they would say, never ever lead with your wallet. That is what I'm saying to you. If you meet a bitch for the first time, try your best to not try to impress the bitch financially, because that is one game you're always going to lose to some point, because there's always a motherfucker that's going to have more money than goddamn you. Unless you're one of the goddamn sheiks from Dubai and you own all the fucking oil fields or some shit, then the chances are slim someone is going to outbeat you financially. But other than that, you fucking will lose the game. If you come in the game trying to reward bitches and trying to win them over financially with rewards, it's going to be a grievous mistake you're making, because what's going to happen is, just like a kid, just like Christmas, we train our kids to say, Santa Claus said, you're naughty, you're nice, or if you're naughty, you don't get shit, you're nice, you get a gift. If you treat your bitch like some Santa Claus type philosophy, then what's going to happen is she's going to feel entitled every time she does something, just like a kid. If you give a kid something more than once and you give it to them without them actually earning it, getting extra good grades, or going beyond for Call of Duty at home, helping out in some way, shape, and form to a certain degree, and you give that kid something more and more and more, over a period of time, they're going to come to expect that thing. And the same thing applies to a bitch. If you meet a bitch and you lead with your wallet and you lead with your pocket, and say, for example, you meet the bitch the very first time, you take the bitch out on a $300 date. That is what I'm trying to tell you is, that is not advisable, because you came out the gate put with one foot, the wrong foot ahead of you. That is one foot out the door, because now you came out spending $300 for a bitch that might not even worth a fucking crack count, a snack, fucking a chicken snack. That bitch might not even deserve a goddamn cupcake. But you came out the gate trying to impress this bitch with your wallet, giving the bitch a fucking $200, $300 fucking dinner, and you know absolutely nothing about the bitch. You don't know if the bitch is fucking committed. You don't know if the bitch has a man. You don't know if the bitch fucking is respectful. You don't know anything about the bitch. And you coming out the gate giving the bitch a $200, $300 goddamn dinner. And that is what most men do, because most men know that if they give the bitch a certain thing, they are most likely to get sex back in return. So, but however, if you come out the gate doing $200 dinners and you continue to do that over a period of time, that $200 dinner is not going to be looked at the same over a period of time. The bitch is going to start to say, okay, the first day he took me out for $200 dinner, $300 dinner. When the fuck he's going to take me out for $400 or $500 goddamn dinner? Maybe on her birthday or something, she's going to expect you to take out for a goddamn $600 fucking dinner. And on Christmas, she's going to expect you to take out on a $1,000 goddamn dinner, because you came out rewarding someone for something that they did not earn. That is what I'm trying to tell you. You have to make the bitches earn your respect. You have to make the bitches earn your time. You have to make the bitches earn fucking whatever the fuck you get from them. They have to earn it from you, because if you give it to them again, just like taking the bitch out for the $300 fucking dinner over a period of time, that is gonna come like easy come, easy go. When the fuck you gonna do something for me more? And then you're gonna continuously have to give more and more and more and more, and you're gonna get less and less and less and less. And that is why most men have this taste in their mouth about women. That is why most men feel that women are gold diggers. That is why most men are heartbroken when a woman leaves. Is because they have done so much for the woman, and the woman has done so little for them in return. That is the reason why men actually lose their mind when they lose the bitch. It's not because the bitch went away and walked away free-handed. The bitch walked away with all type of jewelry, all type of purses, all type of gifts, all type of this, all type of that. And what the fuck do you have? One goddamn tennis shoe? What the fuck? How much thousands of dollars did you spend on the bitch versus the bitch spent on you? That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You have rewarded the bitch when she did not deserve it. And so if you continue to lead with rewarding someone or anyone, whether it be a bitch or whatever the case may be, that did not do it, you will be disappointed. Just like the job, a job does not promote just any and everyone. The job promotes the motherfucker who goes beyond the call of duty, who's willing to stay at work for late hours, the one who's willing to go the extra mile and do some of the tasks that others does not want to do. That is the motherfucker who was promoted. And that same principle applies to you as well. You should treat women the same way. The bitch who goes beyond the call of duty should be the bitch that is actually rewarded. Because I know it sounds fucked up, but hey, that is what the fuck they do to us. They say the same thing. The man who goes beyond the call of duty should be the one I should fuck with. The man who spends the most money on me, I should fuck with him. The man who looks the best, I should fuck with him. The man who fucks the best, I should fuck with him. And anything else less, I will reject. So what the fuck I'm saying to you is, why the fuck if a bitch look like a goddamn seagull will tell you that fucking you should fucking step if you do not fucking come with the best, why the fuck I can't say it as well? So I think this video, I'll beat this dead horse with a fucking stick long enough. I think you guys get the goddamn picture. Do not reward bitches until they have earned it. Do not reward anyone for that matter of fact until they have earned it, because just like a job is not going to just reward you with a promotion and a raise because you show up the work and you put in the bare minimum. Society is not going to say, oh, good job, you know, you didn't commit a crime, so you get to stay out of jail. You getting to stay out of jail is what you should fucking do if you could avoid it at all costs. So you should not get a reward for being a goddamn good citizen. A bitch should not be getting a reward for being a feminine bitch. Bitches should be feminine. A bitch should be kind. A bitch should be loyal. A bitch should be committed. A bitch should be caring. A bitch should have all of these things naturally. This is what you should do, bitch. These are not rewards. I'm not getting a reward because you're a goddamn fucking compliant bitch. I should not be giving you a reward because you fucking goddamn or sensitive and you care about fucking me. That is not what the fuck you get a reward for, bitch. You should get a reward for doing something that another bitch does not want to do. Just like the goddamn job gives me a reward for something that the other employees do not want to do, you should get a reward for something that other bitches do not want to do. So your bitches need to stop this shit trying to get rewards and trying to be goddamn mediocre at goddamn best. Like the late and great Kevin Savin used to say, and 5 at best. Bitches are not fucking goddamn 7, 8, 9, 10s wanting goddamn rewards from fucking the top-notch bosses. These bitches are goddamn 5 at best, believing that they should get goddamn Chanel purses and goddamn Louis Vuitton and Fendi goddamn fucking perfume every goddamn week. This is what the fuck I'm trying to tell you guys. These bitches, the lower they are on the rating scale, they believe these things because why? Men have done this to these bitches. Men have led with their wallets. Men have led with their pockets. Men have inflated the egos of these women. Go and check my video out again. Women are delusional. I talk a lot about this type of thing as well. So again, for the last final time, I'm gonna say, if you come to work late a few times, you get fired. If you come to work on time, you should get a reward. No. If you do your homework in school, do you get a reward for doing your homework? No. You should goddamn do your homework. Now, if you're a goddamn 3.5, a goddamn 3-point student, a 4-point student, should you get on the honor roll and get some goddamn recognition? Yes, you should. If you're a goddamn a part of the fucking basketball team and you goddamn make X amount of points more than the fucking average goddamn player on the goddamn team, should you get MVP, player, the goddamn fucking most valuable player of the year? Yes, you goddamn should. You understand me? Should you be able to just goddamn walk in the goddamn fucking building and goddamn, get all the respect and all the fucking attention if you're a goddamn low-grade fucking bummy nigga? No, you should fucking not. But if you're a motherfucker who believe you's the prize, you walk the prize, you act the prize, you talk the prize, you should get all the bitches and everything that you fucking deserve as goddamn well. You understand me? So with that being said, I think I'm going to end this goddamn video because I've been kind of going on quite a bit too long, if I may say. As usual, I kind of run on a little bit. But anyhow, with that being said, please, again, I thank you guys. Please continue to go and like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. And as usual, if you are, please, please, please stop believing in illusions, delusions, and hallucinations. Triple P, and I'm out. Oh.